Back here at 7:13 in this Tuesday morning, most of us feel compelled to recycle, separating our rubbish, trash in one bin and recyclable materials in the other. Even though we've gone to single stream where all of your recycling can go into one bin, we're still doing it wrong. Experts say we all need to learn just because something may be recyclable doesn't mean it actually goes into the bin or the barrel you take out to your curb. We all have to get better at it and nail down what goes in the bin and what is now considered a recycling sin. Some of us remember a time long ago when everything went in the trash. But for the past 30 years, recycling has been a part of our daily routine. It helps cut down on overall trash, eases the burden on landfills, and encourages sustainability.
If you're making paper out of paper instead of paper out of trees, I think we can all agree that's the smart call, right?
Gretchen Carey is the sustainability director for Republic Services. This is one of their recycling transfer stations located in Peabody, where they take in 300 tons of curbside recycling from 20 different towns every day. This is where your recycling goes to be separated, stacked, and shipped to be reused.
We are looking for bottles, cans, cardboard, paper.
Well, that's the easy stuff. In fact, overall here in Massachusetts, we're doing pretty well. A recent survey showed that Massachusetts is the third-ranked state in the country when it comes to overall recycling, even if it's just at 55%. So while our hearts are in the right place, it turns out our heads are somewhere else. When it comes to recycling, it turns out we're doing a lot of it wrong.
Wish cycling is this phenomenon that we all are guilty of.
Juanita Traber oversees recycling in Newton and says we have to stop making our recycling bins wishing wells.
It's this notion that what I have in my hand, I want to be able to recycle as much as possible. So I'm hopeful and wishing that it is recyclable, and I'm going to put it in the bin with this thought of they'll sort it out. They'll figure it out. Exactly.
And the biggest offender contaminating the recycling process?
What we're talking about is anything that is kind of loose and flimsy, like these plastics I have here. So I have some bubble wrap.
And you can see what those plastic wraps do to the machinery. They're called tanglers, and workers have to pick all of it out by hand, and it can shut down the entire operation.
I think it's important for people to know that there are actual people working in these facilities who are endangered when you throw in things that don't belong here.
So to avoid this, most towns have a website where you can type in the item in question and it will tell you where it goes, trash or recycling. For example, an incandescent light bulb. It goes in the trash, not the recycling bin.
We actually want you to focus only on things you know are recyclable with 100% certainty, and we came up with this phrase, when in doubt, throw it out. So if you're not 100% sure, it should go in the trash.
It'd be very helpful if you can get that right, so let's demonstrate, Lily. The biggest issue are these things.
Is that one of those tanglers?
Yeah, the flimsy wrap. You find this on water or...
I'm guilty of this.
Yeah, and stuff, maybe your fruit goes in. These things are tanglers. They go in your trash.
Okay.
Do not put your recycling in a plastic bag like this and then put it in your recycling
you want it just
bin.
Loose?
Just dump it in loose. So this goes in the trash. Here is a paper bag. Some people are taking the recycling, putting it in a paper bag, putting that in the recycling bin. That's okay, but it's better to dump all of your stuff out and put that bag, the paper bag, in the recycling bin. Glass. Right?
That I know.
Recycling.
That's I'm good at. Yep.
All right, so these, your water bottles, put them in recycling with the cap on.
Why is that?
Because they want the solid plastic there. Don't crush it like this to make more room in your bin. They prefer it like this. It's easier for the machines. Yogurt cups, right?
Yeah.
Go in there.
Okay.
Paper goes in here.
What about the pizza box?
All right. Now, this is the big one. People have said the pizza box with grease,
oh,
you can't put that in your recycling.
That's what I've heard.
Wrong. The grease is okay as long as there's no food, particles, crust, cheese. The grease is good. Recycling. Bin. Last couple of items here. Hangers, right? These can be recycled, but they have to go into a metal recycling bin, which is at a drop-off location, all right? This, instead, trash, plastic. If you don't take it to an actual bin recycling center, trash. It does not go in your bin. That's a big part. Trash. So stuff you can take out to a recycling center if you have one in your town. Otherwise, put it in the trash if you don't have the recycling.
This is helpful because I
I
didn't know about this about the pizza box. So
right, and the landfills are a problem. We're running out of landfill space here in Massachusetts. So the more you recycle, the easier it is on the landfills. They'll last a little bit longer, but the state tells us it's about 2030 coming up where we may run out of landfill space in Massachusetts.
All right, Gene, thanks. This goes a long way toward that.